What's your favorite color? Hello everybody, I'm Matthew Kesse. I'm a practical mystic. My superpower is helping you find meaningful connections to the natural world. What's your favorite color in nature? Now you might say green. I love green. I'm wearing green today. I am drawn to the moss on this green tree. And green can stand for creativity and passion, prolific ideas and awakening. But you're also probably drawn to other colors, especially when you come to a beautiful botanical garden like this one. What's your favorite color? What are you drawn to? Today I want to have some fun with the concepts of color by offering you markers or a framework to tap into your inner self and see if you can connect to a color in a certain fashion. For example, connecting to green for creativity and ideas. And I'm going to lead you through this for the next 20 minutes. So let's start off with a big deep belly breath all the way down to the belly, and imagine and bring in the things you want to bring in for this exercise. And then breathe out the things you don't need today for this exercise, or maybe things you don't need in your life. So let's give that a practice. And open up to the concept of color and how you might use that to go a little bit deeper in your connection to the natural world. So first we'll start with emotions. Emotions as a color tends to be represented by blue. And you see the blue sky here behind me. The blue of water is an obvious one. And water, if you can think about that with emotions, when we cry, that's a form of water. When you go to the ocean, you see the waves and you just feel like your heart opens up. It's the color blue that can bring that out. I invite you to join me with this exercise in examining your emotions today. Try to see if you can connect with the blue and just notice what you feel, notice what you notice. And there's no right or wrong way to do this, but just open up to what blue might mean in your life today. Sometimes the color white is a symbol for purity, and I like to convert that into self-actualization, purity of heart, purity of mind, purity of spirit, and really understanding your own wild nature. White is that aspect of acceptance, of empowerment, of self-awareness. So I invite you to use the color white as a symbol for how you see yourself, how you see your growth, how you see healing, and opening up to the symbols of white in this garden and in your life. Remember to take a big deep breath in, a big exhale, things you don't need for this exercise. And feel your connection to the color white. How do you feel? Notice sensations, notice what you look at, notice what you notice. We've done some work with the color white, which is about individuation, which is about being true to yourself. And I love the image of these daffodils because they have white, but also in the middle they have yellow. And yellow is associated with vitality, with energy. Like if you think of the sun, I'm not gonna film the sun, but these flowers kind of have that dot of yellow in the middle, just like the sun. And so this brings forward symbols of energy and vitality. And sometimes yellow can mean spirit, the magic of the spirit, and a sense of community. I invite you to dive into your deep yellow. Just spend some time with that concept of your vitality, your community, the things that really matter to you. See what's reflected in these flowers. Remember to take in a big deep breath, a big exhale, and feel your connection here to this land. And tap into your sense of vitality, your sense of energy, the source of your energy for your daily life. When I think of green, I think of creativity. I think of expansion. I think of innovation. I think of awakening. I think of all these things that have to do with prolific growth and expansion and the creativity of textures. And this is the opportunity for you to work with creativity in your life. And what better tree to symbolize creativity than the monkey puzzle tree, which is right behind me here. And this is a botanical garden, so these trees are indigenous to South America. But the name monkey puzzle is great because it conjures up this image of, well, a monkey putting together a puzzle. But really that puzzle is really about thinking and ideas and creativity and positivity. And I invite you to open up to what creativity is within you. How do you connect to these things that you see from the lens of creativity? Take in a big deep breath. Big exhale, breathe the things out you don't need right now. And feel your connection to your creativity. What to say about red? Red is a symbol in our culture for passion, for love. That's the color that we have for Valentine's Day and for red roses to symbolize romance. And this is what inspired this Nature Connection video today, because these azaleas are just popping. So I invite you to look at how red plays a role in your life, how you feel connected to nature around red things. And just, again, sit with this color, what it might mean for you, and just notice how you feel today, what you notice. Now, if you want to keep practicing and you're curious about other colors like pink, pink would be a combination of white, which is individuality, and red, which is passion, which is love. And so it would be self-love. So that's how you can mix the colors and use these symbols when you're out in the natural world or in your house. And it's really just about using these colors as markers to give you some framework for looking at your inner self when you're in the natural world. I want to remind you that you have lots of color in your own wild nature, from reds, the vibrant reds and passion, to the yellows that are community and vitality and spirituality, to blue, which is emotions, and green, which is creativity and expansion. And remember, you have that within you. So in the moments where you might feel like there's a lot going on and it might feel unsettling in daily life, remember that you have these colors within you, that you have a roadmap to peace in your life, to wellness, to healing, to connection to the natural world. Please like this and comment and share. Most importantly, remember that 20 minutes a day doing something connective like this, finding the colors in your life, can actually make lasting changes in your life. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you down the road.